What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Magicide. Welcome back to our Geek Fest here playing Shadowrun Chronicles, Boston Lockdown. I'm sitting here looking. We have 12 karma points. I think we could probably do something. I remember thinking that I was going to save up for the next round of Blast, but there is the option here to go for either was it Mind and Body. Mind and Body, yes. And I was looking something a little peculiar. I was like, you know, if I really wanted to, I could just burn my skill points, my karma on one of the next Mind or Bodies. And I was just looking at Body here, and this gives you an increase of 7% damage. What a random number that is. And then this one gives me plus 5 hit points. And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, if you played as a troll and then you got the background that gave you the, I think, increased bonus or the bonus hit points, and then you took Body, you took the skills that gave you a bunch of hit points, like you could straight up have so many unnecessary hit points. I was just wondering, like, when is that possible? When is that really needed? Except for maybe the very late game, or if you were really looking for a challenge by like soloing missions. I just don't really see the purpose of it. Let's see here. Let's go around the town and speak with the villagers. Looks like there's only a handful of them that actually have dialogue conversation with us. We will talk to Lady Luck and Pancake and see if we have any upgrades. I don't think they do, because I think I remember checking right before I stopped recording, or excuse me, right after I stopped recording, but stopped right before I stopped playing, meaning I got out of the game. And I think I remember there was nothing there, but I'll have to double check. Anyways.
Hey, Bozeman, UIC.
The cop's gone. Good thing, too. She was making me nervous.
She isn't so bad. Did you find out anything about the dragon?
Yes. Got confirmation that the dragon is Eliahan. I asked an old runner to verify, and he mentioned the Transis had taken the dragon's body away.
Transis? Wasn't this one of the founding companies of Neonet? And did you say Body? Are we talking some kind of zombie dragon?
No, that's trick-brained. Neonet does have their headquarters here in Boston.
And the dragon attacked it. Doesn't that seem a bit more than a coincidence to you?
Possibly.
Alrighty, let's go talk to Lady Luck first before we do any more conversation. I'm just curious. Looks like the answer is no. And I don't remember if looks like I did not sell everything. So we'll just go ahead and take care of that real quick. We do actually have... We have the polymer coating equipped, and these other two are just extras, meaning that we could just sell them. Now, I think as I was saying in the previous episode when I acquired the ceramic plating, this is what I was talking about. It's just basically raw physical armor. That's all it is. It doesn't give you any other armor in magic or tech. And apparently it gives you it reduces your spirit bonus. So definitely not something you're going to wear if you're going to be playing as a mage. But I feel like equipping ceramic plating is just bad. I just think polymer coating is just the way to go. Unless, of course, you are straight up only going to go melee skills and nothing else. I would imagine ceramic plating would be really good. But otherwise, I think it's kind of... No, it's not good. I just think polymer coating is better. Look at it. I mean, it just gives you armor in all the different classes. To be completely honest, I feel like you have to be really bad at this game to really equip the ceramic plating. Unless, of course, you're going for a specific build for it, like I was saying. You know, there's going to be some people out there that are going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? It's so good. I presume that Pancake is probably not going to have anything either.
Is designated restricted.
Nope. Still nothing. Okay, Doc Belmont thankfully has nothing for us, so we'll talk to Doc over here. Still under the gun to try to get this campaign up and finished before the end of next month, because I'm recording this in pretty late October. Today is the 24th. Really need to start, like, pumping this game out, man. But I also want to catalog everything. I'm just an archivist by nature.
Hey, Jane.
Did you hear? Sarah has been locked up by her own people. This reeks of corporate involvement. Smedley wants you to look into it.
we rescue the same cop again.
She may be a cop, but she's our cop, and we want her back.
I can't believe you just said our cop. What is this world coming to? Any news on the people gone crazy?
There's a lot more people affected by the crash than they tell us. Some of them just walk around muttering to themselves. But I'm catching rumors of people killing their families.
If this spreads, we'll have a lot of business.
And then Bree does not have anything for us, so we'll just actually get our next mission from Mr. Smedley Man here.
You are here. Good. Sarah needs our help.
I'm away for one little job and you're already on a first-name basis with her? What is it now?
This is not a jest. She is detained in a KE facility, and I fear for her life.
KE standing for Knight Errant. It's one of the factions in this game. There are several... You know, I don't know if it's actually appropriate to call them factions, even though that's technically and generically what they are, but they're different groups. You have, like, as technology. And the reason why I don't really want to say that they're, you know, the entity part or the faction part is because they're more like corporations, right? But you have, like, as technology, you have the Knight Errant guys. You've got, like, a lot of different political organizations. You know, I really hate to get into it right here mid-conversation with our main quest giver. I'm going to assume that you know at least a little bit about the lore behind Shadowrun. You know, some of the, I guess, the socio-political structure and what happened in the United States. The United States basically balkanized. It fractured into a couple of different large chunks, and there's different political organizations now, or different political entities now, I guess you could say, like the First Nations, all of the Native Americans banded together, and because they got their magical powers, and they banded together and formed their large nation. So there's different entities, but at the, I guess, at the smaller level, rather than just the nation level, there are these different corporate factions here. Knight Errant is one of them. They're kind of like an overglorified militarized police, but they're also kind of like mercenaries too, because I remember there's been a few situations where they definitely performed under that kind of function.
She's locked up by her own gang? Boy, she must have pissed off someone big time.
I can only assume she tried to follow up on your recent investigations and stepped on someone's toes. But she will need our help, regardless.
So you want me to break into a police station to free a cop? Really?
I don't think a frontal assault is advisable. We will employ a little subterfuge. Jane is going to provide you with a false SIN, which will identify you as Knight Errant security contractors.
I've played ambulance drivers. Playing cops should be even easier. Consider it done.
You know, and I do have to say that I do know a little bit about the lore and the history of Shadowrun. I've read some of the novels, and I believe the novels are considered canon. I think so anyways. But as far as, you know, the official canon on some of these different factions, I mean, they have like a generic ambition, I guess, kind of like a generic mission statement. But as far as like the individuals and like the inner workings and things, to my knowledge, I haven't come across something that, you know, gets into like the real nitty-gritty corporate structure of what Knight Errant is all about, and, you know, what the individual struggles of its constituents are, and some of its missions. You know, where does the CEO and some of the other board members, where do they fit into the grand scheme of some of the corporate structures here in the Shadowrun universe? I'm not sure. I don't know if they've ever actually been investigated before, either in, you know, straight up officially released content, you know, via books or whatever else, you know, the actual gameplay books, or the novels themselves. I'm not sure. That'd be really interesting. I've always thought about that too, you know, as far as like the cyberpunk worlds. I understand that, you know, for it to, I guess, to constitute as cyberpunk, you know, we really have to have somebody that's disenfranchised. That's where the whole high-tech, low-life thing comes from. But I do find it really interesting that we don't get, you know, the Joe Schmo hacker that's, you know, basically a starving artist versus the big monolithic corporate structures. I want to know about like the wage slaves inside the corporations, and not because they turn to Shadowrunners or they turn themselves into Shadowrunners, but just like the day-to-day grind at, you know, some mid-manager's level. I know it sounds kind of boring, but I don't know. You know, you think about some of the corporate structure and its actors within a movie, say like from RoboCop, We had OCP. I mean, the corporate fight in there and that like whole war and everything, the whole like juxtaposition between the two. You know, I really enjoyed that. You got to see the lives of some of the people that are in the corporation, and I know some of them are comically evil, but come on, let's be realistic. There's got to be some people in there that are just trying to get by. Or maybe they do have mission, or, you know, the ambition to crawl up the corporate ladder, but like we're talking about the dystopian future. So there's got to be like some pretty cool avenues for somebody to explore, you know, how to do it. It can't just be just all generic drama, you know, a literal drama, and, you know, just social situations. It's got to be more than that. And I don't know, putting it back in context, I don't know if Shadowrun's actually ever really investigated or really detailed out the greater minutia of some of the greater corporations that are present within its universe. Food for thought. So we got Jailbreak here. Smedley has hired you to break into a knight-errant holding facility that's understaffed due to the writing. Get in, free Sarah, who is held under false pretenses, and get her out again. Red mages? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so what I'd like to have is maybe another hacker, because we do have lockpick. Ooh, lockpick and horde. Oh man, this is perfect. Well, no, it's not. She doesn't have the hacking ability. I mean, we do have Jimmy Mack. If I added her, he does have the hacking skill, so at least I have him. Hey there, Boobylicious. Yeah, I think we're gonna take her. I think we're gonna take Red Magus. We're gonna take the Singed Minge here. The Knight Errant station is almost deserted. All cars are engaged and only a skeleton crew remains. Time to earn your pay. Find Sarah and free her.
I edited your fake sin to make you look like consultants who are supposed to pick up a prisoner. It'll fool internal sec for a while. I hope.
Is it really that easy?
Everybody outsources these days. Bounty hunting, low-level investigations, and probably some arm-breaking and kneecapping.
Alright, so let's talk to the copper here. If I remember correctly, we don't want to interact with anything as far as related to the doors or anything, because as you can see here, it says evidence vault right above the this little button. But I think we can activate the info cubes, if I'm not mistaken, I think. Let's talk to the cop. Let's see what he says.
We were told to report here for a prisoner transfer.
No can do. It's all a bit crazy with all the rioting. You have to wait for the officer in charge to come back.
Do you know how long this will take?
I hope you have overtime in your contract. There's a waiting area in the soy cap machine in the back.
Thanks.
Okay, so he wants us to go to a waiting area. That's fine. So what happens when I talk to these other policemans? Now I'm going to... I know that this turns into a mission eventually, but... I don't know if it's actually forced, as in like it's supposed to be scripted to happen, or do I actually have to set it off? I don't remember.
What do you want? Can't you see we're busy?
So I think we'll just try it. Okay, there's Sarah McCarthy, by the way. There's an audio log. Okay. So there's interrogation. That looks like, yeah, that's a washroom right there. Evidence vault, holding cells, surveillance. So I think if we activate any of these doors, except for maybe this one. So why don't we do that? Why don't we go right up here?
That's the door to the holding cells. This is where you want to go. Careful, this door has an alarm trigger. You need to disable it or find another route.
Or what?
Or their security spider will have a good look at your fake ID, take all of 3 milliseconds to figure out that it's bogus, and get everyone here to kill you.
I hope you guys were paying attention to this entire, like, paragraph of dialogue right here, right? Because I've said it before that I feel like their dialogue has been recorded at different times, or maybe even at different places, and there you go. Her first beginning 2 sequences of dialogue were definitely of a certain decibel, and this one was much more quiet, like muted.
Oh. Just wanted to see our options.
Because we gotta disable the alert. I'm guessing I have to go to surveillance, but I want to open up this door first. Because if this triggers the alarm... Oh, no way, okay. It's just the other side of interrogation. So I could straight up, like, smash through the glass here. No way. That's pretty cool. I'm guessing if I go up here to surveillance, it's gonna trigger them. Maybe. Oh, it's a hacking nodule. Okay. Well, let's do it. Shiza. Well, you know, there was just something that I failed to mention several episodes ago. FYI, if you've ever played a Shadowrun game before, every single one of them has a hacking, like, mini game. Except to this one. Because what would typically happen is that your hacker, your decker here, would jack into the Matrix, and then you'd get the kind of mini game. Or the Harebrained Schemes version of it wasn't really so much as a mini game, it was just like another area of exploration for your digital self, your avatar. And you basically fought monsters using programs and whatnot. And, you know, every program had its own abstraction and how to best represent that, except this game. Because otherwise we'd jack in and we'd get some sort of sequence or something. We'd get something. We don't have anything. We just have the percentage. And you do the thing.
You disabled the security for the door.
Okay, so what I'm really curious about, right, is if I get her without actually doing any of the other stuff here, like if I go into the evidence vault, if the alarms are actually really out. Oh, and she's got another skill over here.
Or you could just smash your way in.
Let's test it out. I'm gonna try to stick together as a party here, though. All right, Jimmy Mac. I'm gonna try to go in for the evidence vault and seeing if I can get anything here without actually triggering the alarm.
That's the evidence lockup. Might be some useful goodies inside.
No doubt. Okay, so we have another demolish point over here as well. You are so far out of position. What is this? Data bomb. Marks all enemies in the target area and does weapons damage. Does not require line of sight. Does not affect magical enemies. Marks the target. So it just marks a whole bunch of people. It's like a mass mark. Okay. I mean, marking is good. Don't get me wrong. It especially works well if you're going for a crit build. Especially a pistol crit build.
Jackpot! You are Arctic.
But doing like a mass one, I'm just not sure that it's really all that effective. So we got 2 demolish points here, like I was saying. Unfortunately, batshit is in the way and I can't get inside. Oh my god! I don't think I've ever seen that before. Every time I've done this mission, I've always went in loud and had to fight everybody. I don't think I've ever done this quiet. Oh, that's fucked up. I didn't realize you just kicked some dude. That was totally unnecessary, by the way. Like, why would you need to do that? Nice, right on the first shot. Looks like some sort of decking board. Nice, we get some thong panties. I was very, very tempted to play a female character because I feel like a lot of the cosmetic items had the female form kind of in mind. Definitely had some people of the male persuasion making this game. Let me tell you. And that is not a criticism. I think it's great. It's just I do personally feel though that, like, you know, just in those circumstances, I almost feel compelled to play the lady character because I'm a pig man. And of course I want the raciest and raunchiest. Just how I roll, man. You know, in missions such as these, this is probably the optimal way to go. Not probably, it is. Because you don't get any karma points from killing the bad guys. It's not like I'm getting experience points from actions. So if you're able to just go through a mission without actually fighting anything, but still able to run around and collect stuff, then hell yeah. Go in silent. Maybe it's up here that I'm gonna have to fight. I don't know. But I'm serious
Okay.
though.
We're near the holding cells. Patch me into the control console so I can hack into the lock.
I think this legitimately might be the first time that I've done this mission quiet.
Frag. Security spider spotted me. Sorry. Expect some heat coming your way. Damn, there goes the alert. Get ready, company's coming. Intruder alarm. All personnel report to your emergency stations. Countermeasures initiated. One down, couple more to go. Cool. So far, no one realizes we're here.
Really? Well, the cops are actually, you know, appearing as bad guys, so that's not entirely true. So I'm getting the impression that the rest of this mission played this way is basically like a smash and grab. So we're already committed. God damn it. I knew moving up there was going to be an issue. How many moves you got? You got one move. It's Mr. Blamco Mac, too. Oh, I should have been a little bit more tactical. Wow. Damn, dude. I can't believe she survived. That's insane. There's almost nowhere for her to go. Just... Yeah, she only has the singular blackout. Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to like straight up just retreat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to double move. She is so low on health. Oh, what do we do though? I do have a frag grenade, and it's that perfect time. Do a lot of damage. Oh, look at that. I didn't even end my turn. Oh, fantastic. We could double barrel. I think I probably should, because that only does 12 to 16. Never mind. If I hit him, he did. And then Mr. Batshit here, you know, I really hate to say this, but we're going to play a little defensively. Put armor on Mrs. Red Mages. Mrs. Boobylicious. I think right now might be the most appropriate time to do a... I'm gonna say do a C2 subroutine, but honestly, we have these... Oh, we have this other crowd control bot over here. No. Well, let's try to take one of them out. Oh, we got the crit. So I try to go for the stun, but hey, I go for the kill instead. I'll take that. Definitely mitigated that first kind of foible of a turn. Damn, I'm thinking I probably should just rush up in here. The question is, you know, I'm gonna leave Blamco Mac because he's so close. We have Mr. AoE over here, who's about to do that damage. But my question is who do I want to take out, right? So if I do Mana Ball, I could take out both of these blokes right here. I think I should do it. And it didn't kill this guy. Wow. That was fucking stupid. Well, we got blast, so... Nice. We have 2 hacker moves. I don't think I'm going to anticipate any other enemies coming in here. But just in case, we're going to data spike him here with the Jimmy Mac. And then we're going to rotate the camera. We're going to get it behind heavy cover. And that's how it's done. Now you got these guys rushing in here, but I'm going to be able to engage them on my...
And number 2.
On my own terms. Kind of, sort of. I think we should probably... back a little bit. Reload. Let's get a Ginger Minge over here. Oh, I see. They're different holding cells, so I actually gotta find these. Or find her. I gotta open these things up.
Found her.
You? How did you... Never mind. Let's get out of here fast.
Got you. Jane, can you show us a route out of here? The front exit may become a little busy.
Already on it. I've opened an access hatch to a service tunnel. It's right across from the holding cells.
And be very wary there. Oh, you want to know something? I think I screwed myself out of this organ harvesting because I found Sarah and I activated her without actually opening up these other doors. I think, right? You're the last person that I have. And you have the good C2 subroutine, so why don't we say movie down here and then do it. Unfortunately, it only hit 2 of my guys, it looks like. Oh, motherfucker, that's right. Okay, first of all, we're gonna mark this guy. Get rid of his technical armor. Red Magus will move you... keep you right there. You know, I could probably almost wipe him out. Oh, I got the crit. There we go. Rather portentous. Yeah, I can't get to the organ harvesting. Wow, that's a shame. That's truly a shame. So I guess there's the only thing... Oh, there's this lock point, or lockpick point over here. That's fine. We'll bring in... oh, we got some other mans over here. I see them. I see them. I could, say, throw a stun grenade over here. That would be a wise move.
Open sesame.
Oh, you want to know something? I'm stupid. Jane, every turn is going to open up another door. It just happens to be that I, you know, got the right door the first time. Well, alright then. So again, this is probably a good time to actually use your hackers. if you don't have your blackout, we should probably definitely start marking these guys. Taking away their tech armor as well. I think we're going to... Oh, we're going to crit him. Take away his tech armor, and we got the crit, and he's stunned. It's perfect. Exactly what we want. And because now I can just rush up in here and blast him. And the next turn, I should have another blackout if I really wanted to use it, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. There you go, stockings and garters. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, I wasn't just sitting there talking shit. I'm telling you, I swear to God. I made all these, like, really racy items in this game. I know I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing, it's just, you know, it is what it is. Well, let's see here. You have lockpick. So why don't you guys come on down here? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hang back and wait until I guess Jane opens up this other door. Apparently you have lockpick as well. You know what would have been nice, cliffhanger? Is if you guys would have had, say, put their percentage, like what level of skill they had on their gathering skills, so that way I can better optimize who I want to use, rather than just scrolling through them and, you know, just having this display tooltip.
I should do this for a living.
And there we go. Okay, we are going to open up the door with you, first of all. And then that will allow my organ harvesters to actually rush up in there. And then we can move the rest of everybody else towards the endpoint. So you can go there. Sarah can come here in the corner. And of course, I'm going to want to go in there myself and do it because, like I said, the human player is always going to have the higher gathering skill. Unless, of course, you've been purposefully neglecting it. I mean, it's very possible that you could have just been saving up points to pretty much max out your main attack skill first, which wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, I think you'd be kind of, like, nerfing yourself to a degree.
This is the second time you've saved my ass. I'd hate to make a habit of it.
Don't worry, Smedley's footing the bill. No idea why he thinks you're a good investment.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Yes, shall we? Alright, let's go ahead and turn in the mission to Mr. Smedley, man.
Dispersed immediately and vacate.
It's done, but we sure picked up some heat on the way.
Obviously. Knight Errant will be looking for whoever did this, so I have asked Jane to make sure the security feed is made useless.
Thanks. Why did you need me to rescue her in the first place? I bet you have enough cops on your payroll.
Yes, but in that division, none of the officers were receptive to my advances. It seems that they had already made their deals with someone more interesting than me.
So we're stuck with the only honest cop in town?
Maybe so, but I would ask you to support her in this a bit more.
I will, but you're gonna owe me for that.
I will pay you for that. Not many people are granted my debt.
So much for that debt. We got 5 karma points and 3,900 new yen, which will allow us to actually pick up another side quest here. But that will have to wait till the next episode. Oh, we got another one over here by Jane. I think before we end the episode, I think what we should do, what is the most pertinent thing. So we get to blast number 2. Where do we want to go? This one does a better angle, which allows me to hit more enemies. And then this one was longer. Longer or wider? Longer or wider? I can't remember what I was saying in the previous episode. I think the wider is the way I want to go. We're gonna do that. And we still have 6 karma points left, so if I really wanted to, I could save up just a little bit more in here, and I think that's gonna be the plan, is to save up for that. And then the other thing I'm gonna do
under the night era.
at the end of the episodes, we're gonna turn in quest rewards. We're gonna look for new gear. First of all, let us sell valuables. Oh. Orzani's slip. Sellable. And then we also did get that one cyber deck. Oh, we got the Ingram smart gun as well. Very good. Extra cash. And looks like we still have the same availability in the items. No upgrades to armor. Okay, well, that's where we're going to cut it off. So thank you very much for joining me. I will see you guys in the next one where we continue to plow our way through this game. I think in the next episode, we will take care of both Bozeman and Jane's side quest. We'll do that again. And then depending on how long it takes me to complete those individual missions, I might actually make another side quest, a double header. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and have a good one.